All right, Jay. So there are times you read an article, a blast from the past, and it really puts you in a bad mood. That ever happened to you when you read a news article and you find out news that you didn't know existed?
Yeah, I think I've been there before.
You've been there before?
Yeah.
Well, I found out the other day that we could have bars in Pennsylvania open until 4 in the morning.
Shut the front
We're not
door.
talking about private clubs. We're not talking about somebody's cellar, somebody's, what do we call it, a swamp basement. That's what the Optimists have in their description. Nothing like that. No, we're talking
about no after-hours speakeasy type of stuff.
No, we're talking like legitimate bars. Open until 4 in the morning. That's right. It could have happened here in Pennsylvania. This was a law or a bill that was in the works in our state legislature, and it failed. Of course, because we live in the most backward state known to man. It wouldn't have been all bars. It would have been select bars.
And then
This is an article. That's what I said. A blast from the past. It was a news article that put me in a bad mood. I was looking through the news, and I don't know how this came across my computer screen, but this was back in 2015. An article by KDKA talking about a bill that was being pushed through the legislature. It says, regular late-night drinkers know that last call for alcoholic drinks in Pennsylvania is 2 a.m., but now a Philadelphia state representative wants to extend those hours. He said, his name is John Delano, and he says, my bill simply gives authority to municipalities to issue extended use licenses for bars or restaurants that's to stay open until 4 a.m., and he says we would raise the hours, we would educate people, and sadly, when it comes to he goes on basically and talks about the situation, but they could have extended the hours to 4 a.m. They did not, and now we still have the 2 a.m. cap. I actually don't feel that bill went far enough. I would like to see the 24-hour joints. I would like to see the beer of Walmart where you could just go in at all hours of the day, buy beer off the racks, wine, liquor, all of it. I think it should all be open, all on the table, 24 hours a day, whenever you want.
Yes.
That's the way.
Yes.
That's the way it really should be. I think for safety reasons, it should be 24 hours. 24 hours of alcohol. Jay Cooper here, Brian Crawford. This is River Talk on the River's Edge Radio Network, Pittsburgh's voice for local music. Do you feel that the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania would be a safer place to live if we had bars open 24 hours a day?
Safer? No.
No, you don't think?
Fun? Yes.
You think it would be more fun?
It would definitely be fun.
I think it would be safer. I think it would be safer. Can I give you my...
Yeah, give me a rundown on why you think it would be safer.
I think it would be safer because right now, in Pennsylvania, you have last calls actually at 1 a.m., not 2 a.m. That article was incorrect in that sense. It's 1 a.m. because 2 a.m. is when you have to be done. Actually, no, it is 2 a.m. That's right, because you have to be out of the bar by 2:30. Mm-hmm. But most places do it at 1:30, the last call, just to give people an hour to get out. That's right. Okay, so 2 a.m. is last call.
Right? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we've got the Optimists in studio. I was going to jump into that, but I'll jump into that right now. They're going to be with us. We're going to talk about the band. They have 2 live songs they're going to perform in studio, which is fantastic.
Nice.
And maybe we'll all go out to the bar until 4 a.m. after. So, long day. You can't drink all day if you don't start early, right?
I got to check my Sunday schedule.
So, the issue is, here's why I think it would be safer if all bars were open 24 hours a day. At least till 4 a.m. is the start, but I think even that I don't think does the job. I think it needs to be open 24 hours a day, because right now, you've got this blinking red light in the sky over Pittsburgh or Philadelphia or whatever city you're in that basically tells all of the drunks to get out in their car at the same time. It's like a drunken race to get home.
Okay.
Who can survive? Who can make it home without dying, getting pulled over, whatever, right? Whereas if you had bars open 24 hours, you would spread the drunks across a 24-hour span, and people would be driving home at different times. So instead of having 100 drunks racing to get home, you would have a couple drunks here or there. The odds of surviving are much greater, right? Because if you have 2 drunks coming at each other at one point, they're both going to swerve into one another.
I mean, I guess if there was like carpooling drunks, you know, like everybody, like I don't know, just
so instead of a designated driver, you just like kind of flip a coin.
Well, where I come from, in my early 20s, whoever was the least drunk was the one that drove.
Okay.
Everybody home. That's pretty much that's old school. That's just how That's just how things is done. Individual drunks driving around, and I'm just stuck on the South Side part. Just people just driving through South Side.
Yeah, but right now you've got literally
24/7. All those bars down the street from 10th Street all the way down.
Okay, but right now you've got 2 a.m. But you've got 2 a.m. and you have every drunk on the South Side racing to the streets at one point, and they're all going to be crisscrossing on their way home. How is that any safer than a stray drunk? It's like every once in a while.
Well, the South Side at 8 o'clock is pretty exciting too, and 10 o'clock, and midnight. You don't have to wait till 2 on the South Side.
I think it would just be better if the police escorted.
Let's introduce you guys. This is the Optimists right here. You guys are
the Optimists. What's up?
They're in studio. How are you guys doing? Good. So you guys are in studio. You don't agree with my 24-hour
No, I
policy.
think your logic is oddly persuasive, actually. There's a kind of, cockeyed logic to it.
Yeah, I just think it makes more sense.
I like that cockeyed logic.
I think it's a safer route. I feel I'm looking out for the best interests of the citizens of Pennsylvania.
The drunk citizens.
Public health. Well, because here's the thing. You could be sober, and you're at an intersection, and you're trying to go across Carson Street. Mm-hmm. And then you have hordes of drunks coming at you on both sides, crisscrossing, crossing aisles, jumping curbs, and you're trying to make it across that intersection. Mm-hmm. It's like Frogger extreme. Whereas if you just have one drunk, you might be able to avoid that.
Maybe.
Instead of hordes of drunks.
I'm just thinking about all those bridges, man. I'm just thinking about those bridges. I'm thinking 10th Street. I'm trying to think of what's that bridge that takes you from South Side to Oakland? What's the name of that?
The Birmingham Bridge?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So people coming from Oakland going in there.
Which that's like our nicest bridge in some ways. It's actually like a big bridge. There's more than 4 lanes.
It's very convenient. You can get you to South Side so much faster from Oakland. Yeah.
Is there a better bridge than the Birmingham Bridge? If there's a better bridge, let me know. Clemente Bridge. I don't like.
Is that the 6th Street Bridge? Is that the?
That's a 6th. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I don't dislike. Well, that one's not bad, but you've got the 3 bridges right there. But if it was just the only bridge and it was on a busier area, I don't know if it would cut the mustard that the Birmingham does. I mean, the Birmingham, it's massive. It's got all those lanes. Mm-hmm. Isn't it always under construction though?
It is.
It's always under construction.
I was there last week. We shut a bar downtown, and instead of catching an Uber or a Lyft, we walked the bridge, and it was crazy because there was a cop in a regular car just parked there. I guess he was trying to stop people from trying to come in because they just blocked the bridge off or whatever. But yeah.
Well, I think I've won the debate because Cinnamon is in the studio, or she's in the chat room right now on Facebook Live, and
she says, I agree.
She agrees with me.
Wish I had the money to open my own bar and nightclub. What?
See?
Nothing stopping you.
Cinnamon agrees with me. I win. Cinnamon is like our Cinnamon is our most loyal fan on the Saturday edition of River Talk. So I feel like I've won the debate. Bars will be open 24. I should come down with a decree. I've got the gavel here. I'm going to make a judgment. I know this is usually my Sunday night show thing, but
the casino.
They're not open. The bars are not open 24 hours on the casino.
Well, what if they had the bars open 24?
Why should it just be the casinos? The service sucks at the casino, so why would I want to go there 24 hours a day?
You've had bad service?
I've always had bad service at the casino. The casino at the Rivers has the worst service of any establishment in Pittsburgh. I went there at 7 a.m. to get a drink, and they walked away from me. They looked at me. They served everyone else at the bar, looked at me, and left.
I'm just laughing at the part that you went in there to have a drink at 7 in the morning.
I work overnight. You know, that's my evening. That's my evening, damn it. So I'm going to come down with the judgment that I think the State House needs to revisit the idea. You know, it'll never happen here in Pennsylvania, though.
I doubt it.
This place is so backwards.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so decrepit in its thinking.
In theory,
morally unjust.
In theory, it sounds good.
It's a great idea.
I mean, it'll be profitable for the city.
It'd be profitable for everybody.
It'll
be profitable for my my enjoyment as well.
Yeah. Cinnamon's Bar.
Yeah, it's Cinnamon's Bar. I would go to a bar.
Cinnamon's Bar. I like that. Are you writing this down, Cinnamon?
That would be that's a good name for a bar too. So she could do it.
Yeah, there you
Cinnamon. Yeah, let them know, but you got to say like bar and grill or something. Otherwise, they're gonna think it's a strip joint or something. I'm sorry.
Maybe
Cinnamons just sound sexy.
Maybe she'll
It sounds
get
like a strip joint
maybe she'll
or-
get
or
more
a candy
business.
store, one of the two.
Jay, maybe she'll get more business that way if we had Cinnamon's bar versus Cinnamon's bar and grill.
I do like cinnamon.
So yes, there you go. You could have
do.
spiced what is it? Spiced mixed drinks, spiked cocktails.
Yeah. Get some cinnamon flavored beer. I know how you're into that different.
I'm not into cinnamon flavored beer.
I know that's.
I drink real beer, Jay.
I know that's why I'm messing with you.
Okay.
Because I know you had that thing about pumpkin flavored beer. I know you hate that. When
I
it
don't like that, no.
Yeah.
So, Jay, you're going to be hosting at the Millvale Music Festival, which is coming up
I
May
am.
12th. I'll be hosting as well. I'll be hosting on May 11th. So, tell me about it. You hosted last year. What was your experience?
Smoky.
You were in the
was
bar
very-
called... He was in a bar called Smokey's.
I was in a bar called Smoky that was coincidentally smoky. It definitely fit the name. One of the... I don't know if all the bars in Millvale allow smoking.
Most of them do.
Okay, most of them do. Okay. Yeah.
Now, do you think Smokey's would you stay there 24 hours a day? Would you be there in the middle of the night?
If I wanted to have lung cancer, sure. Yeah, absolutely. No, but I had a good time.
It's a nice bar there.
I had a good time. The people there are friendly. Everybody in Millvale is friendly.
This is
Everybody in
true.
Millvale is friendly. The bands,
Except
all
for
did
me.
They all did a great job, and yeah, me and Howie, we just did our thing. You know, gave our shout outs to our sponsors, and we called out the bands, gave them the greatest announcements because we got that announcer voice.
Yes.
So we just go out there and we just throw it out there for them, and then we quietly, as they're jamming, we quietly step outside so that way we can get some air, some much needed air, because it's smoky.
Well, this year
I'm not sure
you will not have to worry about smokiness and Smokies. You guys are now on the Gap Park stage, which is a really big stage. Really excited about that, and I think you're gonna really enjoy that.
I feel I will.
That stage last year was packed.
Yes.
So we're expecting it to be packed again this year. Big crowds there, so you'll be there all day. So it'll be a lot of fun. You'll be outside.
Yes.
You'll be.
And the weather better be nice.
Yes, we're hoping
It
it's like
better
last
be
year.
nice.
So I'll be hosting for the first time this year.
All right.
And this will be a great year for firsts. We have the Optimists here in studio. This will be your
Yes.
guys' first time performing at the Millvale Music Festival. So it's your first time performing. It's my first time hosting. And it's a day of firsts because you guys were also the first time that you guys were present the first time that the business partners for the River's Edge met. So let's go through real quick and just introduce everybody in the Optimists. We'll start. Introduce yourself from my left and we'll go across.
I'm Rick Gersak, bass and background vocals.
All right.
I'm Tyler Queter, I play drums.
Steve Morrison, I sing and play guitar.
Morrison, nice.
There you go. And I'm John Young. I also sing and play guitar.
Fantastic. So, really, I'm excited about this. You guys are kicking off the Millvale Music Festival
We
this
are.
year, which is really sweet. And you guys, in a sense, you kicked off the River's Edge Radio Network because when I was so let's go through and talk a little bit about a background here because you guys actually have some history with this network, which is really interesting. I don't even know if you guys realize how much history you have with the network. So,
I'm intrigued.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I want to hear what our history is.
So, I had started a podcast called The River's Edge, and it was in a closet in my attic. Jay, you've been in the closet before. And
Not touching that one.
Not even.
And
No.
there were this place
Good
was
one. That was good.
really, really bad where we had literally nails coming out of the wall. There were hangers inside the closet. The wallpaper was coming down.
Insulation everywhere.
Insulation all over the floor because
Yeah.
we it wasn't even put up into the walls. This was like a makeshift studio, and it was a podcast. And I had started off. First off, I didn't refer to it as a podcast. I referred to it as a radio network, or not a radio network, a radio show, because I had never really listened to a podcast before, and I'd styled my show more similarly to a talk radio show. So I go to a meeting. More like a party. It was a thank you party for businesses in Millvale. It was at Panza Gallery.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And there was a band that was performing called the Optimists, and you guys were there, and you were performing at that event.
Yep.
So I'm there networking. I'm handing out business cards, and I hand a business card to Sarah Kramer and Tom Benoit, who wanted to talk to me about an idea that they had. And here, when they heard I was doing a radio show, they thought I was basically doing the same idea that they had for a radio network. So they had talked to me, and we decided to join forces at that point.
Wow.
So you guys were there when the three business partners met back when this show, River Talk, was called The River's Edge, and it was a podcast. And then we changed the name of the show to River Talk because I didn't think it made sense to have a River's Edge show on the River's Edge network. So you guys were there from the very, very beginning.
Very cool.
Okay.
So-
That is
Very
cool.
cool.
Good
John,
to know.
right?
Yes.
Okay, because Jill Barson Garcia said that she cannot see you.
She can't
Oh,
see me.
yeah,
So
you
if
were
you
in the camera before.
If you can wave your hand, so that way, can you see him now?
So tell me a little bit about how you guys formed. We know the River's Edge formed now. I don't know if that story's ever been mentioned on air before, but yes, tell me a little bit about you guys.
We formed kind of out of the ashes of a couple of other bands that we were all in a few years ago. I was in a band called the Aviation Blondes about 5 years ago. Yeah, we put out a record on Get Hip, local label. And John and Rick were in a band called Paperback. And both of our bands had recently disbanded, and we just kind of took the sludge from those bands and kind of merged it together and ended up with the Optimists.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So
We have 2 CDs finished, and we're working on our third right
All
now.
right.
yeah, I actually might be swinging by Get Hip a little bit later today. They are having their stores open for Record Store Day. They have a record store they had just recently opened. So, also a reminder, if you're into the music festival scene, today is the date for Wilkins Block Party, which is going on in Oakland at Shenley Park at the Veterans Pavilion. So, just wanted to give them a quick shout out. So. It's a great event that's going on today. So you guys performed there at Panza. That was a fun event. That was really interesting.
Yeah.
And I think, I don't know if you guys, that was basically the business community here in Millvale. Did you realize that the business community was so much fun and so drunk?
We always have a great time playing at Panza. We were excited when Mark asked us to do
Yeah.
that, and folks let us know about it. Now that's a great space. I mean, if folks haven't been there, super art gallery, but Mark puts on great shows, and he's part of the Millvale Music Festival too.
Yeah.
So yeah, just a neat space.
Very cool. So, Tyler, you weren't in the band back then, were you?
No, I was not.
So when did you join?
About
Year ago, a little over a year.
June last year. Yeah, so Rick just shot me a text and told him I'd try it out, and worked out. I'm having a good time with these guys.
Very cool. Yeah, it's
Nice.
definitely a lot of fun. So you're going to be kicking off the event. It's going to be at the Food Truck Park. Have any of you been to the Food Truck Park yet?
Not yet, no.
Uh-uh.
I'm excited to check it out. I haven't been there either. I'm looking forward to it. They're doing a great job for us. They actually booked all of the food trucks for the music festival as well,
Nice.
which has been a huge help for us.
Yeah, the weather's been so lousy, but everybody I know is talking about that food truck park. Everybody's like, I gotta go. We gotta get some nice warm weather. Other than last weekend
Right.
was nice, but yeah.
I
Yeah.
love food trucks. I don't know why.
Well, I'm really excited about it just because it's along the riverfront, and
Yeah, it's a great space.
I feel like our riverfront is so underutilized in the city. That's one of my biggest complaints about Pittsburgh is
It's
the
true.
fact that, yeah, you have all of this beautiful scenery, and even on the north side, they put up all these trees in front of the riverfront river viewing restaurants, and you still can't see the river. So I don't
Yeah.
even understand why they're on the river.
Yeah, and that probably dates back to like the steel mill days when everything was very utilitarian.
Yeah.
There were reasons to have like factories that went right up to the edge of the river, but
Yeah.
those days have gone largely.
Yeah, very true. So you guys are working on a new CD now?
Yep.
Can you tell me about that?
Good.
It's CD number 3. Whenever we put out a CD, we try to keep it a secret as much as possible.
Okay.
So we've been kind of flying under the radar a little bit. But we're excited. It's we call it our disappointing third CD because the first 2 were great and this one's gonna kind of suck.
That's not a very good sales pitch.
I'm sold.
People like train wrecks, right? You gotta check it out now.
We figure the honesty will pull in some listeners. But no, it's our first CD with Tyler and he's doing a fantastic job and we're pretty excited. Probably early next year sometime is what we're looking at
All right.
for getting it out.
It's been fun too. Often Steve and I write separately, but we kind of made an effort. A few of the songs that we've recorded already, we went back to true collaboration on some songs. I'd write music and Steve would write lyrics or vice versa. And so that's been fun with the new batch of songs too.
So for those who ain't familiar with you, what would you consider your type of music? Kind of like feel good music or upbeat?
It's
Like
well, we call it roots pop.
roots pop.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not familiar with roots pop.
Well, nobody is.
We're creating our own genre.
All right.
Basically, what that means is it's rock and roll with a pop kind of orientation. It's more Beatles school than Stones school. Growing up, we listened to bands like The Replacements and Husker Du and that kind of stuff, and bands with a little bit of rock and roll grit, but a melody to go with it.
Okay.
And so that's kind
Big
of what
hooks. Absolutely big hooks in the
hopefully.
songs.
All right. I like that. So basically, you have the type of music that movies could pick up and
That would be
Play-
a really good idea. I like your thinking.
Like in teen movies and stuff.
Say ready to
I like
license,
your
call
thinking.
us. Check us out on Facebook. Say, hey, we want to license that song.
Now, have you guys been to the music festival before? Were you there last year?
I was there
Check it
for a
out.
little bit of it. The one stage FNB.
Yeah, the FMB stage, which was that last year was at Sedgwick Street. I don't know if that's going to be the same this year or not.
I'm
We'll
not.
have to-
I'm not sure.
Oh wait, no, it's no. I don't think it's some changes, but yeah, that
Okay.
was great down
Yeah,
there.
that was really nice stage down there. So yeah, it was excellent, and we're really looking forward to this. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how many people show up for Friday night because it's different for us. We did not have a Friday night before, but it's also at this food truck park. So the music festival always brings in a crowd. The food truck park is bringing in their own crowd because it's so new and such a unique
Right.
idea
Right.
that I think it could be like a really big event. So
Yeah, we're excited.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Yeah, we get to kick it off. The first band at the fest
That's
this
right.
year.
Sweet.
That's what I'm talking about. And I'm liking these numbers online that's watching.
yeah, the Optimists are popular.
Shout out to
you know?
everybody that's watching. Hi, Betsy Barson Prutel.
Oh, nice.
Yes. And Robin Florio Sweeney. Some of y'all might know her. I don't.
Yep,
Rings a
nice.
bell.
And then to my friends Cinnamon in Brazil and Tasha and Susan.
These are all people watching
Yes.
us on the Facebook Live chat
Excellent.
for
Yes,
our
they
listening
are.
audience. So if
They
you're
love us.
listening to us, though, on the radio stream, you can always tweet me at RiverTalkPGH, or you can give us a call. It's 412-407-2PGH, 412-407-2744. So what can we expect from you guys during the music festival? What are you guys going to be doing?
Well, we're not going to be wearing the carrot.
Leaving this place, just my latest place. It's gonna be kinda rough. Taking my face and my suitcase, leaving just demons and dust. Sorry you're stuck with packing up the truck. I just need a minute. Just a minute alone in my latest ex home while there's nobody in it. I'll catch up 'cause I don't wanna leave without a trace. If I write my name kinda small on the wall today, it just might remain. And someday somebody else will say, I guess that's just someone who moved away. Four fast years ain't as dull as it appears. Beginnings and ends. Three women made noise, made the 8 men boys. Are they all still friends? Lighting old candles, all the wine I couldn't handle. I got so sick of this place. All that's done now. I don't wanna leave without a a whole day to put plastic up, ready for turn time. I'll catch up 'cause I don't wanna leave without a trace. If I write my name kinda small on the wall today, it just might remain, and someday somebody else will say, I guess that's just someone who moved away. Who moved away.
It's the Optimists here on the River's Edge, River Talk on the River's Edge Radio Network. They're going to be performing, kicking off the Millvale Music Festival 2018 edition at the Pittsburgh Food Truck Park at 5:10 p.m., hosted by myself, Brian Crawford. The hosts of the Gap Park stage right here, Jay Cooper, Howie D. Mack. You guys are in with Cooper's Corner.
That's
Let's
right.
get that rolling.
Yes. All right, Howie, drop the beat. Here we go.
I gotta know where's my mic at. Where's my mic?
You can share it with me. You can share it with me. Come on. They can hear it. They can hear it.
Close to beatboxing.
No, you good. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's the new one. That's just too close.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Oh, yeah. Yeah. This is how we do it every single time on Cooper's Corner. Yeah. Cooper's Corner. Yeah. Cooper's Corner. Yeah. Cooper's Corner. Cooper's Corner. Yeah. I like that. Very good. Welcome to Cooper's Corner, everybody.
Yeah.
And we got a local one, well, somewhat local. This happened last week in Lancaster, PA. A Pennsylvania teacher was suspended last week after he cooked breakfast for his students as they took their state assessments.
Wait, say this again?
Yeah. A Pennsylvania teacher from Lancaster was suspended last week after he cooked breakfast for his students as they took their PSATs.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sounds awful.
Yeah.
I'm a 7th grade teacher, by the way.
Okay, well, see, this is an 8th grade teacher right here. This is an 8th grade
We'll
teacher.
learn from this. Here's what not to do.
Yeah, I was giving these tests. You should see what they act like. You are passing out gold bullion to the kids. I have to sign a statement that I didn't cheat.
Wow.
I have to count my packets in front of another person.
Wait a minute,
They
that's
treat
fun
it
that
like
you have a sign saying that say you doesn't cheat. It's like, when you're under 18 and you hit the thing say, are you before you go into porn site, are you under 18? Yes,
Sure.
Exactly.
Wow.
Of course.
Well, here we go. Who the parents of the students, they call him the 8th grade dad. This guy's name is Kyle Byler, and he's a teacher at Hand Middle School, and he was suspended without pay and warned that he would be fired for causing a distraction while his students took the Pennsylvania System of School Assessments.
Wow.
Or
See,
the
I want this guy
PSSA.
as a teacher. That's like fantastic.
Right?
Okay. What did he do wrong?
He didn't do anything wrong.
So what kind of?
This is what he told the local media. What he told the local media. He brought in an electric griddle to school that morning. This was April 10th. He cooked each of his students a whole grain pancake to eat while they took their exams. Now, an assistant principal walked in and questioned why he was making the children breakfast.
Because he's a nice guy.
Right.
He's a good guy, yeah.
Right. So he was called into a
How
meeting.
could you take a test on an empty stomach is what I want to know.
That's what I'm saying.
That's true. Yeah.
So he was
He's
called
an
into.
awful person.
I don't even know how I'm doing this
And it
show
was
right now. I
it was
haven't
a whole grain one too. So he made a healthy pancake. See.
eaten. See, he's thinking of their best interest.
Exactly. He was thinking about their bowels.
Now imagine now imagine how energized he would have been if he had come straight from the bar to school because he had a 24-hour service.
Right. So he was called into a meeting with the administrators within 24 hours and told that if he didn't stop, he would be fired. Now he told people that he didn't understand what he did wrong. The state education department does not have a rule against serving food during the PSS.
Yeah, then what the hell?
Yeah. Sure. So what are you guys' thoughts on this?
Johnny, do Raisin Bran for you? No.
Yeah, I mean, I get what they could say about it being a distraction, but it seems nice that people turn this into something insane, and it doesn't have to be
While
insane.
y'all doing this test, I'm gonna fry up some crystal meth right now.
Well, my thing is,
Over your face.
Now that would get you arrested.
see, my whole thing is he didn't
That'll
do it.
keep him up.
He didn't do it during the test, right? He did it before the test started.
So
So,
it sounds like he was cooking it during.
oh, okay.
Which again, I mean, technically, I think he's right. I think he's going to win. I mean, I don't think there's technically anything wrong with that, but I guess
There's not
they
a rule,
could.
but then you can get suspended for something. There's not a rule that says you can't. That says you can't.
Right.
Right. I mean, because like there was a big controversy years ago that if kids have mints or gum, supposedly your scores will be better. It keeps you attentive and from being sleepy. So the big controversy was, can you pass out mints and gum during the test? Who cares?
Yeah.
It doesn't.
I mean, it
affect
can't
the
make
test.
even if it did affect it in some way, it's going to be so minuscule that it's not going to.
That actually happened to me in when I was in I almost got detention. When I was in Catholic school, they made a big thing about
So you've never had
chewing
detention?
gum. Oh no, I've got detention before. Yeah, for chewing gum. You actually were penalized for chewing gum in school, which was
Well, some people are really obnoxious when they chew gum. Though they're like,
right. I was a silent chewer.
yeah.
I didn't do it for the sound. I did it so my breath didn't stink. Well, I'm around girls in plaid skirts and stuff. You can't be walking up to them trying to rap to them, and your breath smells like hot ass.
So what did you do? Did you switch to Tic Tacs?
No, I didn't get into Tic Tacs. Although I did try the what's those ones that come in them aluminum tin?
Altoids.
Yes.
Oh, the Altoids. Those are good. Altoids
Good
are
stuff.
good.
Good
I like
stuff.
Altoids. Light your tongue on fire.
Yes, it
in a way,
does.
like in a good way. It activates all of your taste buds.
Yeah, it really brightens you up.
So I wish I would have had a teacher who would have Then again, I can't actually, now that I think about it, see how that's distracting. Because
Me?
no, I can. I can.
Oh, you
actually
said you
see.
can?
I can because I didn't eat before I came in here, so I haven't eaten since I work overnight. I ate on my lunch break, which was. I take a late lunch at work, so it was around 4 in the morning. So I haven't eaten since 4 in the morning, and I'm starving right now. And if somebody was cooking breakfast next to me, I would be 100% focused on whatever he's making or she's making instead of focusing on performing this show. So I can
You can't
definitely see-
multitask, Brian.
Not when it comes to food. No, whenever your mind gets on food, that's it. Game over. So, and then whenever you're tired, it's one thing or the other. You either need sleep or food. So,
And I like both.
I do like both,
That
but
reminds
I.
me, our contract writer specifies a large platter of breakfast sandwiches.
Oh, okay.
Assorted
Really.
breakfast sandwiches.
Nice.
We'll see what we can do. Yeah, it'll. Yeah, that's crazy.
Say no.
Worth the shot.
Now here's Cinnamon. She said the kids said that the principal was more of a distraction than the teacher making the pancakes.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I can
Yeah.
definitely see that. I love.
You just mad because he didn't get a pancake.
Well, he doesn't deserve
All he had
a
to do was
pancake, it
ask.
sounds like.
I hope you brought enough for everybody.
So I
love that. Teachers always said.
Were you
that
guys
shit.
distractors when you were in school?
Was I what?
Were you a distractor when you were in school?
I mean, when you're a class clown, don't you have to distract a little bit? Just a
I used
little
to-
bit.
Not if you're good at it.
Yeah, I was.
I got.
So
other
I've got a
people in
small
trouble.
cold.
I was the instigator.
Yeah, I was an instigator too.
I had really bad allergies when I was a kid, and I used to take a Kleenex. I can't even do it anymore, but I would blow my nose, and I'd blow my nose so loud that it sounded like an elephant, like I could make that kind of a noise.
Now,
Like, it
did
was
the
super loud.
tissue go up like this, or did you blow right through the damn thing? Because these things are, did you shoot a hole through it?
I mean, I probably could have, but I was so loud in blowing my nose that teachers would complain and they would send notes home. And then my mother, who had like severe allergies, would get livid and she'd be on the phone with the principal, calling down teachers, everything.
Now listen here, Principal so-and-so. Excuse me. I'll tell you.
Well, the best is when I got a librarian fired over nose issues, which was fantastic.
Wait a minute. Dial back. Wait a minute. You got a librarian fired?
Yes.
Tell us about that, Brian.
Okay, so we're there. She's got the box of Kleenexes behind her desk.
I think I heard the story before,
Yeah, I may have said it.
Yeah, but I want to hear it again.
But I'm there, and I have to blow my nose. I've got snot running down my face. I had to blow my nose so bad. This is in elementary school, remind you. Like we're talking, was it third grade or something like that?
Okay.
So I'm there. I've got snot running down my nose. I need a Kleenex, and you're a librarian. We'll call you Mrs. Librarian. So I come up and I say, Mrs. Librarian, can I have a Kleenex? And Mrs. Librarian looks at me. Probably has like the glasses down to her nose.
Sure.
Yeah.
Looking kind of over the glasses.
Wait a minute, hold on. Like.
Yeah, glasses on the nose, looking over the glasses. And she tells me, quit wasting my time.
Oh.
Ooh.
A little harsh.
So, yeah, I'm like a little child. I've got snot running down my nose. My allergies are awful. I'm so upset. I just leave the library.
Are you going to get a book or not?
Well, we're in there like some sort of...
What's wrong? I see you have a long sleeve shirt on. Use that.
Yeah, right? So, we were there for a class. So, like, it was like some sort of library class. So, then I walk out of the library. Yeah, kids don't read anymore. So, I walk out of the library. I make my way to the principal's office. And this guy, he was, like, super tall. This guy had to have been, no joke, close to 7 foot tall. And I'm not just saying that because I was really a really short elementary school kid. No, the guy had to duck to get through doorways.
Okay.
He literally had to duck just to get through a doorway, and it was crazy.
You rang.
Yeah, he was super tall. So I go in, I'm crying. I'm like this little kid crying with snot running down my face. I tell him the story. He's livid. He says, she'll never work in this school again. And then the next day, she was gone.
Wow.
Yeah.
Way to go, Bart Simpson.
So speaking of which, Jay, could you hand me a Kleenex?
Yeah. Here we go.
Oh, I thought you were gonna tell me to quit wasting your time.
No.
So,
I had to put the glasses on
if I
to
can
get
do
back
it.
in character. Almost.
no, this is nothing. When I was a kid,
I thought you was going
that was
like that.
when I was a
Kinda
kid.
like that.
That was me blowing my nose for the audio listeners. When I was a kid, that was so loud. An entire classroom. It was louder than anyone talking in the entire classroom. I just had really bad allergies. I couldn't deal with it. So.
Yeah, that would be more distracting than the pancakes.
And then, of course, when somebody writes home and complains about you blowing your nose loudly, you then do it every time just to spite them. So then you really do start doing it to distract the class because somebody actually had the audacity to write home about your allergies. So.
But at least you had the common sense to ask for a Kleenex, though. Some people just sneeze and just let all that mist and the snot and the phlegm
Have you ever blown
and shit.
your nose on a leaf?
No.
No.
On a leaf?
Never's come up.
Well, it's come up with me multiple times. So I was a Boy Scout growing up, and we'd go on these camping trips, and I had these bad allergies, and I would just have to, whatever I could find. And a lot of times you're in the woods, you run out of Kleenexes, and you gotta run to leaves and things on the ground to blow
Should you
your
have
nose.
been a Cub Scout if you have allergies?
Yeah, why not?
I mean, because you outside.
And they weren't
around-
deadly allergies. They just made your nose run. So.
That would just bother the shit out of me.
Oh, it was awful when you
All
ran
them
out of
trees
Kleenexes.
and grass and pollen.
What am I supposed to do? Live in a bubble? I mean,
Yeah, you got me thinking about that movie now.
the Bubble movie. Yeah.
Bubble Boy.
Right?
I remember that.
So,
Good movie.
have you guys ever were you a distractor as a student? In any of you?
Be honest.
I was the bad kid.
Okay.
I admit. I think the other guys probably were good kids.
Bad kid how? Like you was a bully or you was just defiant? You was just...
No, I instigated stuff and then I got beat up.
Okay.
So the bullies were targeting me, but I was like the reason that they were bullies in the first place.
See,
I was like the bully creator.
So you instigated kids to be bullies to beat you up.
Pretty much.
Damn,
Yeah,
that's like some
yeah.
reverse shit right there. I never
It's
heard.
kind of diabolical.
Why fight each other when you guys can beat me up?
See, I was like, I'm a really fast walker, and that's one thing that's been driving me nuts at work is
Fast walker.
I'm a fast walker.
I never ran from a fight.
No, I'm not saying I ran. No, what I'm saying is like I walk really, really fast, and like everybody at work's always telling me, and it drives me nuts. They're always trying to tell me to slow down, and I don't see it as a problem walking fast because they want to be lazy, and they're just super lazy and super slow, and they don't understand. It has nothing to do with ambition at work. Like I hate my job. I'm not putting in any extra effort. It's the fact that I just walk really, really fast. And when I was in high school, you would get those people who would walk slow and they would get stuck in front of you. And if you're a fast walker and you've got a mosier humming hoeing in front of you, there's nothing more aggravating. You feel like you're trapped and in a box. So when I was in high school, there would be lots, and luckily I didn't get beat up, probably because the hallways were so crowded. But if somebody was slow in front of me, I would push them out of my way and help them on the floor to get them out of my way because I couldn't stand walking so slow.
That reminds me of a common phrase that's used a lot in New York City. They say you can think slow, you can talk slow, but you must never walk slow.
Yeah.
Because they will walk all over you.
Yeah.
If
So I think
you've
I
ever seen 3 million people walking up and down the street, you can't slow down. They'll knock you out.
See, that's the one thing I don't necessarily want to move to New York City. I feel like there's too many people there for me.
Way
but I do,
too many. Way
I
too
do
many
like the fact that they walk fast, though. Like, that is something I could get behind because there really isn't anything more frustrating and aggravating.
I
than
was
a
in
slow
Jersey
walker.
and it was crazy.
That's
How
how you know
so?
Pittsburgh's Midwestern and not East Coast, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
we laze about a little bit.
Yeah, and it drives me insane. And I'm from the area. I stretch my legs when I walk, and I just can't walk slow. I would go on a camping trip, and we'd go on a walk or whatever, the family, and I'd be like miles away, and I'd have to stop and wait for everyone to catch up. I can't walk slow. Mm-hmm. And people would be like, oh, what if you're with someone and they're a slow walker? I'm like, well, they'll have to catch up or it's just not going to work out because I'm not going to slow down for anyone. I can't stand walking slow. There's nothing more infuriating.
Now, who
than
here
walking
knows
slow.
Paul B. McIntyre?
I think we all do.
Yeah.
All right.
Hi, Paul.
Because someone said that explains a lot, Steve. So, Steve, you must have said something.
All right, well, I think we've thoroughly fleshed this topic out. Should we go into the Hood Rat of the Week?
Yeah, we
Let's
can.
do it. Let's the Hood Rat of the Week right here. This is River Talk on the River's Edge Radio Network. Jaye Cooper, Howie D. Mack, Brian Crawford, 3 hosts for the Millvale Music Festival, joined in studio by the Optimists who kicked the entire event off.
Look, we came, we saw, we died. We came, we saw, we died.
All right, what do we have?
Catchy. All right, this story comes from Monroe, Louisiana. The headline says it all. Homeowner finds intruder taking a bath while eating Cheetos.
Wow.
Yeah. Police in Louisiana say a woman came home to discover a naked stranger in her bathtub eating Cheetos while taking a bath. Yeah. That's the funniest thing. And I don't know if you got the picture up, but yeah, 29-year-old Evelyn Washington, she was arrested on burglary and property damages. As you can see, she looked like she needed a bath badly. They reported that a responding officer found a full tub of water and a plate of food along with a half-eaten bag of Cheetos laying on the toilet. Yeah.
Wow.
Classy. I've never eaten in the tub. Something on my bucket list before.
At least she went with brand names, right?
Right? I wonder what kind of Cheetos she had. She had to have the Red Hot. She had to have the hot Cheetos. They're called Thought Chips, for those who ain't familiar with that.
Okay.
Thought Chips. That hoe over there. That's what Thought is. Yeah. That's what nasty, trifling people eat. And they eat it for breakfast. Yeah. Howie, come on, back me up on this. It ain't just me.
So what would you do if you found somebody in your bathtub eating Cheetos when you weren't there?
Because
let Howie take this one first.
This is why I know you're messed up in the head. Because like all my shit is here, and you broke into and you're in my damn tub. You ain't touched the TV. You fuck is wrong. I'm cussing you out for. You gonna break my window to take a bath?
Yeah.
If
I'm not called, by the way, I'm not.
if they leave a ring in my tub, because that's some trifling shit right there. I don't like
Cheeto
that.
ring.
And then
Cheeto ring.
I like that. Yeah,
There's a name for the next CD, Cheeto Ring.
There we go.
That's the idea. And then your fingers like on the guitar, like that.
Oh yeah, the orange neck. Yeah, you got it. Yeah.
I'm just picturing the
Cheeto
tub.
ring.
I'm just picturing the tub. The tub is going to be like, what is it, like a mix of brown and orange?
Yeah.
Ugh. That sounds toxic.
It does sound toxic.
That sounds like something that you wouldn't want in the waterways.
Well,
Yeah.
if you're eating Cheetos, you're eating something toxic anyway. So,
Yeah, that's true.
It would feel wrong to whoop somebody's ass while they're in the tub, though.
well,
like,
put some clothes on so I can beat you.
yeah, exactly.
It's gonna be weird. This is gonna be a little bit too weird. Imprisoning.
Right?
Prison showering to me.
Just think.
Come outside. I'll catch you in the yard.
Just think. Eventually, one day, that Cheeto poop laced, flowing connected water is going to go through the sewage system, and it's going to come back out in your tap.
Oh, God. Thank God that's in Louisiana.
Luckily, the water flows down.
Right?
I imagine that could be deadly, right?
I don't want to imagine it at all, Brian. I really don't. Oh, God, that just sounded nasty. When I read the story, I was like, oh, I got to talk about this girl.
I guess my point is if you end up dying...
This is what the girl looked like, by the way.
Due to-
Those who-
Okay.
Yeah, so
Due to
you can,
severe-
good look at her.
I remember this story.
Having a rough
Yeah.
day.
They said
Yeah.
she said
Yeah.
she broke it because somebody told her to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
voices.
So if you ended up dying...
Yeah, she said, yeah, they said unknown male. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the police
Doesn't
found a
make
tall
sense.
ice chest under a broken window. Yeah.
Wow. But if you ended up
What's her
dying...
name? What's her name?
Her name is Evelyn. What
Go
the
ahead,
hell?
Evelyn. Do it.
Evelyn Washington, 29 years old.
You deserve
She
it,
do not look 29.
No way.
I'm 36. And she's 29.
Well,
Woo, she had a rough life.
rough life.
Yeah.
She looked like what's that chick from Good Times?
What?
The one who played Florida Evans.
That's Esther Roll.
That's the
Yes,
rule.
she looks like Esther Roll without the makeup. Yeah, that's just bad.
Well, if you end up
29.
If you end up
I'm sorry, I'm
dying...
stuck on that. I'm sorry.
If you end up dying
She
because
doesn't
you...
have good life choices.
I gotta say this. If you end up dying...
Obviously.
If you end up dying because you drank water that came through your tap that's mixed in with nasty poo and Cheeto, it's some sort of cocktail water. If it ends up coming through your tap, you end up dying. Don't forget, put it in your will. Have your relatives send your body to Hahn Funeral Home,
Yes,
the only
Hahn's
family-owned funeral home in Millvale. And even if you die a foul death, they'll still treat you with dignity and give you a green burial, which they specialize in.
Cheap plug. That was awesome.
What a segue.
I like that.
Yeah, you worked that in well.
That was really good. That was good.
On
Now, Cinnamon,
This is
now,
crazy.
Cinnamon just said that she eats Cheetos in the shower. I did not want to know that.
There we
I
go.
did not want to know that. What kind of
It's
Cheetos?
amazing what you learn.
Where's your life at that you have to eat the Cheetos in the shower? How much of a hurry are you with? How much of a hurry are you in that you have to eat the Cheetos in the shower?
That's just.
What is it, rinse and chew?
I don't know why I want to know what kind of Cheetos. Was it the regular ones? Was it the jalapeno cheddar ones? Was it the hot ones? I
I don't even know there's that many type of Cheetos.
That's the only ones I
I
know.
only know I only know the flaming hot Cheetos, and I stopped there.
Oh, the flaming hot Cheetos are just. Ugh.
See, I don't think they're hot at all. The flaming hot Cheetos.
Well, you like spicy stuff.
I do. Have you ever had the ghost pepper chips?
Oh, hell no.
Those are amazing.
No, it's bad. No, what's going on? Going in is bad, but you know what happens when it comes out.
That is the rough
Yeah.
part about those.
Yeah.
spicy coming out.
It's like
even more spicy coming out.
I actually, you actually start getting
hair on your ass. You know what I mean?
you start getting sick eating those ones. Actually, those are very powerful
Why would you want to do that? To
because they they ignite your taste buds. It's fantastic.
Yes,
It's
your
that's for
ass-
people who have like no respect for their butthole, like no
Fire
respect
in
for
the
it.
hole.
These things are
literally.
so hot. Like that. Like it takes me. They have a little, like the little
No
bags
respect.
of chips that you buy.
Yeah.
It takes me 8 hours to get through a small bag of those chips
Why do you keep buying though?
because they're so tasty.
You don't like your butt, do
Like,
you?
you don't like it at all.
You really don't. Like your butthole is just like, why do you keep doing this to me? Because I don't like you.
Brian, there are faster ways to take yourself out, Brian. There's way faster. Don't drag this out like that. If you want to kill yourself, just don't do it. Don't torture yourself. Bang. Over with. Don't do that with the coach.
He wants to go out like Elvis
Yeah.
on the shitter
Oh boy.
on his throne.
That's my biggest fear. If you, just like when I drop dead, I want to be. There's certain places I don't want to be found dead at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, we should do a segment like that
I don't want
down
to be found
the
dead
road.
on the toilet.
Down the road, yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't want this. All the embarrassing places, like like I'm passed out. There's just porn playing on the TV. You know what I mean? This is all much.
If it's good porn, then that's cool. But if it's like, don't
wanna
let it be
found
porn
with
that.
I don't want to be found with my pants down to my ankles, a thing of lotion right here, and my ghost would be trying to explain myself to the police. They can't hear me. See what happened was.
See, I
This
wanted.
is not what it looked like. And when you say that, it's what it looks like.
See, my if I could like give my dream death, I guess.
Everybody,
Yeah.
pretty much the same to everybody else.
Well,
Go ahead.
I want to go to Taco Bell. I want to eat. I want to grab all the burritos I can, and then I just
All
want to
right.
die from just shitting on myself because I want them to clean me up.
That sounds like a horrible death.
It's horrible for them because they're the ones who have to clean all that.
Why would
shit
you
up.
want to go in that route? It's like
I want to have a heart attack having sex with 2 sets of triplets. I want to make
Two sets of triplets?
Two, like by make to the 4th one, and all of a sudden everything.
I mean, I've been with twins, but triplets.
This is my dream.
You-
You're
yeah,
questioning my dream.
you right. My bad.
Everybody has a way. If I'm going to go out, and I had a choice.
All right.
What is your choice? When you go out, how do you want to go?
I've
Yeah, how about
honestly
you, John?
never thought about it. When I'm very, very old.
Exactly. Very, very old.
No, but I'm saying very old. But I'm saying your
Yeah,
situation.
actually, I don't know. I guess go to sleep and not wake up, right? Isn't that the
It's a
basic
good
easy one,
story,
right?
man.
That's not a good
I
story.
want to go out as a legend.
Boring.
I want to go out as a legend.
I would have gotten an explosion or something like that. That would be.
Something.
How about
something
you?
good.
How about you?
I always used to say I wanted to have like a girls' rugby team dropped on top of me.
See, there you
Now
go.
that's what's up.
See, there you go.
I like that. I like that
I'm
one.
mad.
That was good. That's a good one.
That's the way to go. I mean, look,
All right.
Nothing.
Tyler?
You might be going, but they're going to talk about that.
It'll be on the news.
Yes,
Yeah.
forever. You'll be a legend. The internet. You will never die on the internet, my friend.
Never.
Never.
That's right.
You have
Tyler
one.
don't have nothing?
No, not real. I just don't want it to be like I slip on black ice or something like that. I don't
Okay.
Yeah, that would not be fun.
Yeah, I understand. that.
Exactly. You don't want to die in a lame way.
No,
Exactly.
not like Darwin's, kind of.
Yeah.
Because they'll talk shit on you
Exactly.
over your casket. Like,
Like-
can you believe this motherfucker died because he slipped on black ice?
Yeah, I don't want to get hit by a Prius. And
Yes.
Yes.
So see, that's the worst case scenario.
All right.
Sort of like the drummers in Spinal Tap, spontaneous combustion on stage.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be the
Yeah,
shit.
I think that would work.
I like that one.
With
Yes.
video.
There you go.
Yes.
That would be good.
It's just a globule.
Yeah.
I like
All we
that.
had was his hands. They were still keeping
All right. So before we let you guys play one more song to wrap things up, I want to ask, what do you guys have coming up besides the Millvale Music Festival?
We're going to be at the St. Rosalia Festival in Greenfield in June. I forget the exact date, but if you go to our Facebook page, you can see we'll be putting the event up soon. We're going to be playing Veg Fest on the north side, right? In August.
4th, and then we got
Nice.
Steamworks in
September.
yeah.
Yeah, so we got a few gigs coming up.
Very cool. Jay, Howie, where will you be besides the Millvale Music Festival on May 12th?
Well, May 15th, I will be at Ham Bones doing some comedy there. That's on a Tuesday.
No, I thought it was Spirit.
I mean, Spirit. Thank you. Sorry.
Sending people to the
Sorry,
wrong place.
not Ham
Jeff
Bones.
Holt will be
Spirit. It was Spirit.
The
James
owner-
Phelps
the
is
owner-
putting the show together, and it's at Spirit on Tuesday the 15th, and then we'll be at the Improv, Pittsburgh Improv, Wednesday the 16th.
And
Yeah.
I'll be doing Cinco de Mayo silliness at the Brookline Pub.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
When's that?
No, you really got to tell them because people be all like, "Oh, Cinco de Mayo, I'm gonna be there for that. What day is it?"
I'll be May 5th.
All right, very cool. So, lots of good stuff coming up. We're going to let the Optimists wrap things up for us here on River Talk. This is the River's Edge Radio Network. Don't forget, you can tell your smart speaker to play the River's Edge on TuneIn River's Edge station on TuneIn to listen to the River's Edge via the Alexa or Google Home device. And we've got the Optimists one last time. They're going to be...
Yes. Lauren S. Baker is ready for y'all.
Thanks, Lauren.
She said, ready for another song from the Optimists.
They're going to be performing at 5:10 p.m. at the Pittsburgh Food Truck Park. And that's going to be on May 11th. It is the opening night for the Millvale Music Festival. Do not miss it. I will be there. I'll be hosting the stage to kick things off.
That's awesome.
It's going to be at the Food Truck Park right along the Millvale Riverfront Park. Jay, can you hand over your mic?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right. So for Jay Cooper, for Howie D. Mack, I'm Brian Crawford. This is River Talk on the River's Edge Radio Network.
Later, bitches.
Collecting sand and earth for filling up the holes. I didn't even notice that I had my own. My insides leaking into the cracking porcelain plate. I tried to hand you at least 2 months too late. The mess is everywhere, not a thing I can keep straight. The sinks all overflow with the hurt I helped create. I thought there was such depth that I could hold, that anything I felt I could sustain. When I saw you slip right through my soul, I realized just how much I can't contain. What's gently pulled apart won't always be exposed, but what's torn wide open can't completely close. I feel those gaps and I know that I'm something less than whole, that I'm a diamond turning into deep black coal. But there's no one left to ask, there's no one left to please. Don't even know who it is I expected to appease. I thought there was such depth that I could hold, that anything I felt I could sustain. When I saw you slip right through my soul, I realized just how much I can contain. Sustain. When I saw you slip right through my soul, I realized just how much I can contain. I thought there was such depth that I could hold, that anything I felt I could sustain. When I saw you slip right through my soul, I I realize just how much I can contain.
Thanks, guys. Thank you. Thank you.